So I was on a date last night, more specifically a Yochi date. And I'm going to keep this short and sharp because I know people like to keep their Yochi date stories quite long and they drag them out a little bit. So anyways, pick up my friend for the night. All goes well. Gets in the car, chatting, all sweet, no awkward tension. I'm like, sweet, this is going so well, loving it. Chemistry's there. Pull into Yoch, stroll in. I grab the normal size cup, right? Like the small one. That's all you need. Anything else, outrageous. Middle cup, if you're grabbing that, it's like, okay, you must be really hungry. The big cup, that's just outrageous. That's just simply like, you don't need that much. That's just a gluttonous amount of frozen yogurt. Anyways, grab my cup. I see that my date grabs the big cup. I'm like, whoa, that could be an issue. Because realistically, I'm probably going to have to pay for this, and I'm starting to freak out. I'm like, that could be a lot of money. But hey, maybe she just likes a big cup to hold, and she's not actually going to fill it up. So I'm filling mine very reasonably, rationing each thing. I feel like with Yochi, it's just a quick you know, you don't need much. I'm looking at my date. Man, what are you doing? Like, seriously. Filling up that whole cup. I'm like no one needs that much frozen yogurt. That's just an absurd amount of yogurt. Like, you're not going to finish this. So anyways, fill up the cups. Mine's at a reasonable amount. I'm looking at it, I'm like, God, that's like $40 already. I'm like freaking out. And I've just got back from Europe, so I don't have a lot of money. And then we get to the toppings. I'm like, alright, surely she'll ease up on the toppings. So then I'm filling up. I'm putting like a strawberry on at a time. You know, like when you scoop, you're doing like the little shimmy, like the little, just to ration that. I don't know if it's because I'm really poor or I'm actually just a reasonable human, but when I like put like my toppings on, it's really a reasonable amount. I'm looking at her straight scooping that on, like the strawberries and stuff. I'm like, fuck me. I'm maybe putting like one little waboba ball on there, waboba ball? What are they called? Little go-go, little pop thing? You know what I'm talking about. Maybe like 3 of those on, like max 3, 4, if I'm feeling frisky. Bit of crumble, little bit of M&Ms, maybe an Oreo if I'm feeling frisky. This girl is just putting every topping on. I'm like, Jesus, leave some for everyone else, okay? No one else is going to get their Yochi and you're going to ruin everyone else's Yochi dates. So then it comes to paying and it's the classic, are you guys together? And I was like, and you look at her, she looks at you. I was like, yes. Put it down, scale break in half. Like, oh my God, comes out to like $330. I'm just like, this sucks. Anyways, whatever, I'm kind of offered at this point. I've sort of got the ick, don't want to be there. Eating mine. Look at, like, we're not even chatting at this point. I'm just looking over it. I'm looking over at her. I was like, slow down. Seriously, this is crazy. Like, at this point, people are, like, looking over at us. I'm like, guys, like, whatever, like, this. I'm just, like, sort of, like, disassociating at this point. She's woofing. And then I'm like, oh, Jesus. And then finishes hers. And then, like, I'm still sort of going on mine. Almost scared at this point. I'm like, am I going to be eaten next? And mind you, this is, like, a small girl. Like, no, I'm not judging you. I was just in absolute shock and disbelief at what was happening in front of my eyes. And then I'm sort of eating mine. And then she goes, that looks really good. In that voice. I'm like, what the f? And then I was like, yeah, like, it's alright, but, like, you just had, like, 3 kilograms, so, like, just let me eat mine for a sec. She goes, I really want some of that yogurt. I'm like, what the f going on? And she goes, hey, look over there. And I'm like, what? And she, like, steals it. And I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? Are you taking the absolute piss? And then I'm like, very funny. Like, yeah, give it back. And then she's sort of still looking at it. I'm like, eating it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and then she just goes, give me that. I'm like, sorry? And she goes, give me that. I'm kind of like, yeah, you're alright. Like, I'll just finish it now. And then, like, she's like pulling, I'm joking. She pulls it out and she's like, I'm just joking. I'm like, what the f going on right now? And then, like, I was like, alright, if you want something, you can have something. She's like, sweet. So she has it. And then, like, she takes a bite and she's literally going like, that's delicious! In front of the whole restaurant, like, in that voice. I'm like, this girl's literally losing the plot. Everybody like, she hugged me! And I'm just like, this is weird. So yeah, then we went home and I haven't spoken or texted her since. So that was a long video. But yeah, be careful on Yochi dates.
That's a wild ride from start to finish. Imagine going on what's supposed to be a fun little Froyo date, and your date just goes absolutely overboard with the biggest cup possible and piles on toppings like there's no tomorrow. I'd be panicking at the price too. I mean, it's one thing to indulge, but when she starts eyeing your yogurt after finishing hers, red flag alert. The "didn't eat that" moment had me cringing for you. Like, really? And then the whole delicious in front of the restaurant. Yeah, no wonder you haven't texted her since. Definitely one for the books on what not to do.